What's going on, guys? Reaper here, and welcome to Reaper Declassified. So, I need to sit down and give you guys a much-needed life update, as I'm sure many of you have noticed that I have not been posting or really doing any vlogs at all for a handful of months or so now. And the reason for that is, well, as you guys know, my dad, Father Time, passed away a little over a year and a half ago. And that's just caused a lot of mental and emotional and, quite honestly, physical stress in my life that I've been trying to figure out how to deal with and navigate. On all of that, my sister passed away, and then not even a week later is when Dad had his stroke, and then, as you guys know, about 2.5 months later, April 13th, 2023, just a handful of days before my birthday, Dad passed away. And so I've just been trying to figure out how to deal with that loss, and Dad being the most important person in my life is just something I haven't really been able to fully process or fathom. And as they say, when it rains, it pours, right? And for me, that was definitely no exception. Just about every time I turned around, I had something happening, going on. Just made life a little bit more difficult. And other than, quite honestly, the obvious of Dad's passing caused a lot of extra issues that I wasn't really prepared for. He did not have life insurance, and so I had to figure out how to immediately step in and navigate taking over a lot of his financial debt that did or was going to directly affect my life from there on out. So that kind of put me in some positions and things that I've had to deal with over the past year and a half, and then just about any time I turned around, I had vehicle issues, and I've actually got some vlogs to release on all of that. I've got a backlog of vlogs, guys. But just the quick and dirty on it, I had the engine in Dad's truck go out, and then I had to replace also rear end and transmission, but not once, twice. So that was a big major issue, and just as a result of not being able to get to things quick enough either, I wound up selling my 70 Charger project, because that was going to be a project between me and Dad to rebuild that, and I was never going to be able to get to it within the next couple years or so, especially with the other projects and things that are a little bit more important to finish up and do in my life. But I did get the 06 Charger back up and running, and that presented another issue. Unfortunately, I wound up smacking a deer in it that caused a leak that caused the engine overheat and then to drop the valve seats. So, I pretty much blew up the engine and Charger. That added even more stress. So, there's just been a lot going on in my life. And as you guys can probably see and tell, especially if you watch this channel quite often, I'm actually not home. I'm not in Missouri right now. I am in Casper, Wyoming, back in my home state. I've been here for the past 2 or 3 months, staying with my brother, or adopted brother, and his family to try and get myself back on track. Mentally, emotionally, and just physically, and my business as well. Because while I was in the hospital for those 2.5 months, I pretty much was there with him 24/7 and not doing business. So, just trying to rebuild everything in my life, and then come back out here and kind of reestablish a connection with my father, and of course, just a younger me. Also, sorry about all the background noise. There's turkeys, there's chickens, there's ducks, there's donkeys, there's horses out here. And of course, I've got little Wick with me. So, there's just a lot of noise going on. So my apologies, guys. But also on top of everything, guys, I've kind of had some issues with my social media, which just has been another stressor on top of everything. Something I've been trying to get figured out. So, I'm working on that. But, yeah, I just kind of wanted to give you guys a quick and dirty life update, let you know what all was going on and why I haven't really been around or vlogging much. I'm just trying to get everything back together. In fact, I'll be going back home to Missouri in about probably the next 5 or 6 days. I've actually got to go and pick up the girlfriend from the Casper airport tonight, and we'll be going back to Missouri together, which, well, sometime after we get back, there will definitely be more vlogs coming out because I've got some pretty big projects that I need to get done. And for some of you, have probably been a much-awaited vlog update, honestly. Something me and Dad have been wanting to do, and we're going to do the same year that he passed away. But now it's just time to get it all done, and so that is one thing I will be knocking out pretty much immediately after I get back. But anyway, guys, I really hope that you're all doing awesome out there, and look forward to getting back to vlogging and putting videos out. Like I said, I've got a backlog of stuff and a few things that I'll be posting that might even surprise you guys. Yeah, turkeys, horses, donkeys. Like I said, sorry about the noise. Anyway, guys, as always, stay frosty, ride or die, Reaper out.